What is my name?
Okay, my real name is Oko Owunebe Meshach, indigenous of Benue State, all the way from Ogbadibo local government, born and brought up in Otukpo local government. So I'm fully blooded Idoma. Yeah, a full-blooded Idoma. I'm from a family of 4 boys, 1 girl, and I'm the second of the boys. I finished my secondary and primary school all in Otukpo local government. For Polytechnic, I went to Ugbokolo to get my ordinary national diploma in architecture. I still proceeded to Federal University of Technology Minna to get my BTech in quantity surveying. I graduated as a BTech holder in quantity surveying, but at the moment I'm not practicing it yet because I developed love for this comedy of a thing, and that's where I'm getting my payment. So apart from anchoring shows, events, and fooling myself on screen, no, that's there's basically nothing I'm doing at the moment. So full time I'm just dedicated to online comedy and skit making. So basically that's just me at the moment. Maybe something will come up later on in life, but I don't know. But for now, this is where I am. So growing up, I was that smart. I was that bright in school. I think in primary 6, I remember carrying first, second, and third term. Going to secondary school, I also did very well. So it got to a point where they wanted selecting me to act and to science, and they had to take me to science because they felt I was a material for the head boy, and I loved that post, so I converted it and I went into science. So along the line, I joined the drama, like I said, from JSS1, and I was just here and there. I was really doing well, but distraction came in the form of drama. But it really didn't manifest itself until 2008, 7-8, yeah, thereabouts, when I acted the drama in church, and I went to a corner. I was just sitting for almost 2-3 hours. I was just laughing because of a certain role I played in the drama, and people were commending me, and they're like, "Hi, guy, you the actor, you do it." So for almost 3 hours, I was just there smiling to myself. I was just there like, I would laugh. So there was this satisfaction that generated. So after we finished our WAEC and all that, I told my father, and the WAEC result came out. I did very well, and he brought Brookie and was selecting science courses for me. I was scared. I couldn't tell him I want to go for theater arts. That is what I wanted because I was falling in love with drama. And as a science student, you can't fall in love definitely because you need to go back to read your art courses again. So I felt, okay, if this is what my father wanted, let me beat and follow. After all, there are other actors like Ini Edos and the rest that read chemical engineering and the rest, and they are still following their passion. So it doesn't matter what I read, I can still bounce back at the end of the day. So I went and spent 2 years in the Polytechnic studying architecture, 5 years in the university studying quantity surveying. And the thing, I was still struggling to balance the acting and the school and all that and my course. And I think at the point I lost my father. So when I lost him, I felt like, okay, this is just the break I needed, so I could do something on my own, because he was all there backing me up with pressures and all that. So the pressure was there. I couldn't really do what I want to do. But now that he's no more, I felt like, okay, you can just try what you want. After all, you are your own guiding compass now. And then I ventured into comedy full time. I started hitting it back to back, day and night, and it gave me that expression I needed. So I had to just tell my course to pack one side. Let me see what this one is holding. So if this one is getting the attention I needed, then let me follow, because I knew from day one I was a public person. I was going to stand and talk and address people and the rest. So sitting quiet in an office and typing documents and all that, it wasn't really my line. So I was happy in the end that God fashioned something out for me that people could see and celebrate at the end of the day, and I could be a role model to somebody. So I think that was how it all played out, and I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Okay, okay, I will permit a one. I won't. I'm going to tap no. Bring John and Guy. I was actually. I'm going to tap no. I Akoko nga bia temi o. Akoko. Nge bia akoko temi a. Ma koko ko pade. Lokuko pade. Baba ko bito. Nge bia akoko ma. Nkama. Nge bia akoko to. Oje lowe mi ta wa. Ojuke to ri ti tabi. Ojuke to ma ri ti ta. Nge bia akoko to. Nge bia akoko to. Akoko nga bia to. Kona, ojuke to ma ri ti ta. Aba hala lati. Aba hala lati lo le ma. Ojuke to ma ri ti ta. Ya akoko mi ta to. Akoko.
How quickly we hear of this?
Guys, I'm your committee.
There was an event I went to. Me and the person who spoke on phone, so she contracted me to come and anchor her wedding. And when I came at the wedding, I was fully dressed and all that. So I went to her, say, "Ma, I'm around." And she said, "I should please don't disturb her, that she's waiting for MC Wowo." I say, "I'm the MC Wowo." He say, "Uncle Wowo." I say, I'm Uncle Wowo." He said, "Don't disturb me." I said, "Okay, top." So I went and sat down somewhere with my earpiece. And about 2-4 minutes later, she started complaining. "All these celebrities, this guy that was just coming up small, I want to support him now. He cannot come. Look at the time." I say, "Who is the person?" He say, "MC Wowo now." He said, that's him sitting down there." I said, "Ah." Then she now came and apologized. Say, "No vex. I don't know, say now you can't find outside, inside your camera and all that." I said, "Oh, so it be. Say camera can't make you look old. You can't be fine boy, handsome boy." I think that was one. And another one again, I was anchoring an event, and before the event starts, I had to greet everybody on the high table, the dignitaries that were there, and I went on proper English. I'm an OAP. I've worked in a radio station before as a pigeon presenter, so I know some of these things. So I presented and I greeted everybody in the event, and somebody in the congregation shouted, "Uncle Wowo, so you sabi speak English like this? Oi, channel, fire." As I see this person, it is I know sabi book. Our person don't get a degree like this. Now I call the mumu himself, but not be say I don't sabi anything. So I think basically for me, these are the ones I can recount, but there are others. But I really can't picture happy points now. I'm not just happy. I'm excited because, yeah, it has its own good and bad side, but definitely the good side supersedes the bad. So if you ask me if I am happy about what I'm doing, 100%, no, 110% I'm happy about it. Because every day I get comments like, "Oh, you are making my day. I was passing through this depression until I watched this video and I am okay." I think there was one, a woman called me and said, "Thank you, son. You don't know what you have done." I said, "Ma, what happened?" He said, "My BP. I was having issue with my BP, but anytime it rises, if I feel, I'll go through a video, I'll watch them again, and it will calm my BP down." People are asking me how, but I don't know. So things like that give me little joy. And once I see positive remark and review from what I am doing, it's like I'm helping people. So since it's a gift that God gave to me, whether money, really no money, I'm just happy that somebody's out there laughing to see, and they are seeing me and they are shaking me and they are hailing me, taking pictures, taking selfie and all that. So the drama is all there and it supersedes the bad side. So I'm really happy about it, that I'm bringing joy to people and laughter. So on a more personal note, I'm really happy about it. Yeah. From all my concepts, the one I like the most, I think, like I said, I like all of them, because all of them get their own spirit behind how it take come. You understand? It just be as if from all your children they say, "May you pick favorite." It go hard you at times as a father because you get how. I think from all of them I like it, but if you say the one that made the impression the most, where people accepted generally and they started rallying around me, I think on the phone call concept, there was one I did about Imiri having a HIV in my language. I think the story was about a lady who is always playing about. She know the hear word. And boys don't chop. Everybody don't do one or two. And a certain time came. People that used to do HIV test, they came around to do a test. And everybody joined the queue. Very long queue. Even the people that were doing the test, they were like, this line too long now. How we go fit test everybody? The line, let's assume the line was about 42. And they test one person, test another person, tested another person, until it got to Mary's turn. Mary was number 5 on the line. They confirmed Mary that she is HIV positive. before you know, the line that was like 42, it now reduced. It's only 2 people that were staying now. And it is surprised everybody. Say, how far? Line been long now. How come we can't test this Mary line come short? Waiting happen. Then they call one of the boys and say, Chairman, also waiting happen. Now so we'll test Mary, everybody come off online. All the guys, everybody come on. And the guy was like, Chairman, if Mary don't know her status, then be all of us will know our status. So that was how. So I did that. I translated it to a video in Idoma in my dialect, and it gained massive attention, and people started coming in.
Mary, lu HIV. Mary nya. Mary no wa wala no. Lu HIV. Whoa. No. Olea okuni lu Mary. Ajeku anu fofuno lene no lea. Anu fofuno lene no lea okuni to lu Mary. Mary lu HIV. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. Hey, nkangeno imakanyege. Oh, ngwe chabiga krini. Oh. Yeah.
And on the teaching level, I think there was one I did on synagogue. I pronounced synagogue as Sinai Gogogwe. That's the way I pronounce synagogue. Synagogue as Sinai Gogogwe. And people were like, who is this idiot? And the thing, they started sharing it because it was very short. I say, is it the guy we pronounce synagogue as Sinai Gogogwe? And it started going viral on TikTok, and people now started coming in to know other spellings and how we finally pronounce certain words again. And I think another word again in my dialect, I pronounce independence as independenche. That's how I pronounce independence. And I pronounce embarrassment as ebamurais amene. So once I translate certain words like that to a word in my dialect, it really gained massive attention. So I think these are the basic ones that really thrilled me and made me happy that people rally around them to also know about other little concepts that we have. I think that's it. People normally chastise or what they don't understand until they begin to fully understand its nature. You know, when a visitor comes to your house, you don't really accept that visitor in as much as you're supposed to on the first day. But if on the second day you see this person is playing nice, is cleaning my room for me, is doing this, you begin to accept the person. Initially, when we came on board, some faction of the audience accepted us fully, and other persons didn't accept us that much because there were backlash. Because most of the voices they hear from the background, they are voices of children. So there's this concept of us misleading children, not knowing that the children sometimes we use at the back, they are all well drilled. And sometimes if I want to go into a concept to pronounce a certain word, I will pause the camera and tell them, how did they pronounce this thing? And they'll tell me the correct pronunciation. And I say, okay, so this is how I'm going to pronounce it. We will all laugh. After we're done laughing, then I'll on the camera. I say, okay, so are you okay now? I say, okay. Because if I don't tell them, if we on the camera and I tell them the other pronunciation, they are bound to laugh. So I usually correct them before we come on a camera. But people don't see behind the scene. So they only see what we tell and show them. So there's that backlash. But along the line, once I started telling and explaining it to them, they accepted us, and I think everybody is beginning to understand that it's just for comic purposes and there's nothing educational about it. Very crazy. I get crazy reactions from my own videos. I think I'll watch them. There was one I subconsciously watched and I echoed, and I was like, who is this fool now? Who is this clown? Who is this clown? Then on the long run, that was when it dawned on me that I was the one, and I felt very stupid for calling myself a fool because of the way I behaved in that video. So when I sit down to go through them again, I laugh over and over again. I think there's one thing I used to say when I pray. I say, God, thank you for bringing this concept because it's basically for me. when I go through hard times and I go through depression, I just basically go to my gallery and I start watching my own video and I'll laugh, and boom, I just bounce back again. So I get crazy reaction from my own concept. Like I said, if it doesn't make me laugh, I will not upload it. So if I go again, they are new for me, like they say. Yeah, I new every month. That's it for me.
Now, from the Idoma people where you come from,
Yeah.
do they really appreciate what you are doing, or is the people from outside that appreciate you more?
Well, on appreciation, I think, yeah, along the line, when the concept came in, the Idoma people appreciated it. Now, if you're conversant with my concept, my comedy concept, there's one we usually do, we carry phone, and there's one that shifted to the blackboard. Now, the one that was initially doing that manifested in the Idoma area was the one that was carrying phone, and it became very visible. I think that is where I got most of the followers that I got at that time. They were like, oh, this guy now, I don't know, they do this one, and let's say, yeah, I like your video. And the name started spreading around my area. And you know, people say charity begins at home. So definitely it got that maximum attention from home. So my people appreciated it. But on a long run, we shifted the concept to the spelling. That is where I got the name Uncle Wowo, now the baddest teacher. And we started bringing in other people, those outside Nigeria, Ghana, and the likes. And I think that's when it shifted internationally. But locally and at home, the Idoma people here, they really tried. I think a very big part of what I am today. That's why you see me normally wear the cap to show where I am from. Yes. Okay,
like in the next 5 years, what do you aspire, or how do you aspire to be with your comedy production?
Well, in the next 5 years, my plan is to have our name in every household. You know, if you mention Papa Ajasko today, everybody know where the name is coming from because of their work, their achievements, and how far they have spread. And in the next 5 years, I picture the name Uncle Wowo almost in every house. I want to be a symbol for bad pronunciation, so that when any child misbehaves, say, hey, why is why I'm doing like Uncle Wowo? I don't like it. You know, when you mention names like Anini, you know. You mention names like Adolf Hitler, you know what is. If you mention name like Obama, you know who he is. So if you mention Uncle Wowo, I want to be known for something, so you can use it to correct others. So in the next 5 years, yes, outside, say I'm not married yet. Yeah, so that's what I picture, yes. I'm still single, but I am not searching. I'm not searching, so I'm single. Like I said, I'm in my early 30s, so I'm still have plenty of things to unravel before I get to that point. But at the moment, I'm single, so I'm not searching.
Abe Senator. Abe Senator. Abe Senator. Abe Senator. Abe Senator. Abe Senator.
Now, I really don't relax because we never really blow yet, in quotes. So they say now who blow, now they relax. So every day and night, I keep thinking on concepts, on how to bring one thing or the other. Because there are people who have really made it, skit makers, so they upload once in a week videos. But for us, that we are still trying to create a niche and that attention, back to back, we are trying to create one thing or the other. So calling people, assembling, editing, posting, interacting, and engagements, bringing it online, and the rest is really not giving us that much time to rest. So, but on soft days like that, we'll just watch 1 or 2 videos on my phone, then relax. The next day, boom, I'm back again online. I think that is it. So to relax, basically at the moment, I'm not going to lie to you, I've not really had time to go out. So it's really putting me indoors. You can see a shave. I don't even remember the last time I did the proper shave, because I don't get time to even go see outside. It had me. See me now, the house with my costume, waiting for anything to just blow up. So that's it. Maybe along the line, when we don't hit that level, if they go to the swimming pool, they go, they relax and don't get management and the rest. But at the moment, we they push them, and you know, who no get helper, suppose get sense. So they push them, but I say, mono really last for the enjoyment yet. So that's it for me. The challenges that are there, well, of course, you can't mention a challenge when you don't mention money. Money is paramount, and I think that's the basic thing. Anything will not come to full manifestation unless there's money influencing it. On a broad stage, money is one of it. And another thing again is a lack of sleep. You know, as a content creator, we don't usually have that amount of sleep that we really needed, because at every point in time, our brain is working. We are calculating how to fix one thing, how to do this video, how to do that, and as it's finishing, you're thinking another concept. So we really don't sleep well. And I think for me, those are the basic things I have. I don't sleep well, and sometimes challenges for money. I think that's the basic thing that's influencing me so far. But God is helping. My style is not one-sided. I am blessed with a lot of talents. I can sing also, and people don't really know that. And I tell them that is the plan A. Comedy is just plan B. When I get the much needed attention, I'll go to plan A, which is singing also. Like if you watch Kenny Black's combined the two. Growing up, there are people I watch, people like Bovi, Basketmouth, Okay Bakassi, and the likes Funny Bone, I Go Die, Clean the Drunk, and all that. Yeah, we really watch their styles, and I really admire them growing up. So to have one person, basically, I just like Bovi because of his creativity. He can bring something out of nothing. I think that's it on a stage aspects. But I like other persons. I pick one point from here and I join it, so that at the end of the day, you know, when you copy for class, you go copy, so enjoy, and lecturer no go know where you really copy from. So that's how I do it. But on skits making level, there are other people like them, Sabinos and the likes. They have really gone far and all that. But on a more personal and a close note, I think I'm really close to Kenneth, which is MC 3310, the person in charge of Kwaro Band. I think because I like him, his contents are natural, very creative, and it's really not the normal type of content that people do these days that pollutes the screen. If I say, you should know that people have one where if you don't show here, and all that, it will really go far. So I really don't. I want something out of it. Then people watch, this guy is creative, and he's really not offending the young. He's not offending the youth. He's not spoiling the old. He's not spoiling a child. A child can watch it. An adult can watch it. So that is basically what I'm after. So if you mention people like that, I think I'm trying to emulate or follow his pattern and all that, so I can get one or two things from him. I think basically, but there are others, and I respect them in their field. There are great content creators out there. I just watch and pick, but on a more close notes, like person I call and once in a while he tell me do this and do that. I think that's it. Oga Flex is also there. I think Shallow Mindset and some persons that are really close to. But I think that's it basically. For the upcoming comedians, content creators, I think I'll tell them to be patient. Patience is key. Like most persons, they don't know. I started this thing as way back as 2010 professionally. But when the name came out, basically in my area, that is the Idoma Nation, was last 2 years, as at 2020, 21 thereabouts. So some person were like, this guy just come, he just blew. No. I started as way back as 2010, but then I just do it. There was no commitment. I just do it when I like, and it wasn't really consistent, and the passion was there, but I had other things coming in between. So people would just watch 2 likes, 3 likes, I would just do it and go and rest. I'll do it and go and rest. But along the line, I said, no, this is what I want to do. I knew from the one that, yes, I'm that good, and I want the world to see it. So I consistently was building myself, even when people were not listening. So I was doing it. So if they are coming, I really want to advise them to be patient. Yes, you don't just blow, boom, in a day and you want magic to happen. You keep building structures, you keep learning by experience, you keep wasting money, you keep burning money, you keep attending other people's shows, you keep listening to their own to build your own profile, you keep gaining structures before you come out. So definitely when you come out, the world will accept you for who you are. But first, you have to be patient about it. It's passion. Like me, I'm not in a hurry to blow, in as much as I want to blow. Yes, to blow in quotes. because I knew this is what I'll be doing for a lifetime. So why am I in a hurry? I'm still in my early 30s. I have 40, I have 50, I have 60 to be playing all around. So definitely I am learning through the cups, through the pains, through the hustles, through the sacrifices to get to where I'm going. So if you want to be where I am, if you want to aspire to grow more than where I am, you must first of all have patience. And you put God, because if God no put hand, anything you do, you know the work. And you know go use juju, they expect make you blow. Juju get in your level, but if God don't touch them, you don't go. But they learn so that you go bring your own personal idea, so that once you don't put that inside, bam, the thing will just click. Not be to they recreate other people idea, they expect make you blow. So my advice in brief, pray may God bless your work for you. I think there was a certain time before I upload my work online, I pray in tongues. People don't know that. If as I upload when they say upload, I go in tongues. Say God, push it to anybody that need to see, let them see it, so that any connection that need to come through this, let people watch it and feel okay. Let any criticism, at least let it be one I can handle and all that. So I back it up with prayers and consistency and passion. Define it at the end of the day. So that's it.
Anu ndu meriko reko anu meri bolore na mang bolore ke anu nonchogo anye lo anu ku gecha du meri munchi meri ku relationship ana ole alo gare grage nko dia la no ke ga relationship ana grage ma meri ku dewe la nyolo nyonchogo lo hotel alo juwe la no ga ka cha lo ma no ne lo ba e tana kanyo lo nyonchogo ini ha ojire la no ku 4000 oje kene ke 4000 amru meri bo funa no 8000 me nyanja la no gwa o ma we mra ma bato baba o ku pio 10000 ojire kunu no jire go mare cha kanyo lo ko nyonchogo ni cha kami ko nyonchogo ni
My social media handles, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and the likes. On Instagram and TikTok, I have the same name. That is Official Uncle Wowo. Official Uncle Wowo for Instagram and TikTok. And from YouTube and Facebook page, yes, YouTube and Facebook page is simply Uncle Wowo. So the names you look out for is Uncle Wowo and Official Uncle Wowo. Those are the two names we're operating with. So basically, you can send a message on anyone, DM on Instagram, you DM on Facebook, and you get our attention somehow. Well, to my fans out there, I think I want to say thank you to everybody out there who are supporting us in one way or the other. There are some that are sharing, there are some that are liking, there are some that are commenting, there are some that are following, and there are some that are always on our DM praying for us. Pastors, teachers, lawyers, I can't mention them, but there are plenty. Some are even married, some are single, old, young. Everybody just rally around the concept. And once you know, we can't say our thank you without appreciating them. So because they are the ones spreading and carrying our matter on their head. If you are that type and you're watching this video, I want to say a massive thank you to you. If no be una, I for no day. It's definitely because of the love you people are showing me. If not, who I be? Not be saying I me sabi and pass. Not be saying I me edit and pass. Not be saying I me get money pass. Not be saying I do give away pass anybody. But because of the love you guys have for me, you're sharing my video one way or the other. And I pray God will give you that maximum joy. Sorrow will never come to you. I tell you, anything bad will never happen to you and your family. I love you guys and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for following me. Thank you for loving me, for appreciating me, and for rallying around all what you are doing. So I love you big time. From me to you, I love you. Thank you.
What is my name?
Well, for Apa TV channel, honestly, I think this is the first interview I'm granting so far. And I'm really happy it's coming through them, because what I am doing was appreciated in my place, and Apa TV is definitely from my place. So if you're watching this video, I beg you, if you love me, I beg follow this channel. Yeah, for Apa TV channel. They are really trying, they are pushing this content. And what if I tell you this interview, 1 naira no pay? So everything is just free, the editing and the rest and all that. So I want to thank you, Apa TV channel, for this massive love, for calling me all the way to grant this interview and to tell my audience what I have and about who I am. So if you did hear me, I take God beg you, follow and subscribe to Apa TV channel. I love you. Thank you.
Odankadoko poka kole Apa TV alabo date no ya haje ka bolona ku YouTube abona la bodoa owo choge ho hacho
Yemwa ihotu lumeiku